Hey guys. A guy calls me the other day, asked me how and why I started a trash company, and told him it was pretty much by accident. He says, what do you mean it was by accident? Had a construction company and wanted to expand it many moons ago, when I was a little puppy, and decided that we wanted to get into some excavation and maybe some landscaping and kind of do some outside renovations, because we were doing inside renovations in commercial buildings. And what happened was we were full-blown construction company, and like I said, I wanted to expand it, so we were going to buy a hook truck. A hook truck is in my other video, you'll see it. It's it was a 1987 fire truck. And what I did was I bought the truck, and I said, I'm not going to put a lot of money into this truck. And I bought this truck from New Jersey, from their I think it was Seaside Heights, their fire truck, or it was actually an ambulance. So we took the body off of the off the ambulance, and we put a hook truck on it. Now the hook truck was real versatile. You could put a flatbed on it. I wanted a real versatile truck. I don't want to lock myself into any type of one kind of truck. So took the body off, paid $12,000 for the truck. Took the body off, took all the stuff, stripped it off, made about $7,000 on the stuff from the body of the ambulance. There's a generator in it, got about $2,500 for that. Scrapped the body with some Amish guy out in Lancaster. He does fire trucks, real super nice guy. He took it off. I loosened all the wires and bolts, and he just took it off with his crane. Real super nice guy. I don't remember if he paid me for the body or if he just took it off and I gave it to him for free. Because I had nowhere to bring the body anyway, or take it off. I really wanted to get it off the truck nice and easy. So we had about $5,000 into the chassis after I sold everything. So I had a cabin chassis, 1987 fire truck. It was a LN 8000 or L800. It was one of those two. It depends who you look to see what that comes from. Anyway, it had 30,000 miles on. No, you know what? It didn't have that many miles on it. The truck had 10,000 miles on it. It was a 1987. When I sold the truck, it had 30,000 miles on it. Have $5,000 into a cabin chassis. Literally, that's it. $5,000. Put the hook lift on it. Now, if you don't know what a hook lift is, it's just a real versatile piece of equipment. And bought a dumpster. And quick side note, the story gets kind of interesting. When I was talking to the salesman on putting a hook truck on it, or a hook lift on the truck, he says, hey, what's your last name? And we were kind of like going back and forth with names and who we were and stuff. And he was a little short Italian guy. And he says, hey, you know what? I think I know your mom, not to be weird or anything. I'm like, oh boy, are you my dad or something like that? He goes, no, I'm your cousin. And so it's funny that the salesman that I never met was my cousin. And he says, you've been your family has been in the trash business. Why don't you just, I said, I didn't know that. He says, yeah, you're this side of the family, and down here in Philadelphia has been in the trash business. And why don't you, instead of making a flatbed or a stake body to haul mulch or whatever your nifty idea is, why don't you just put a dumpster on the truck, and then you can rent the dumpster out and make some side money. What I was considering side money is, I own my own business. What is side money? Nothing side money. It's all part of the business. Anyway, I understood what he was saying. So we got the hook truck done. Came out great. American roll-off. Shout out. Hey. Awesome company. Just did a stellar job working with my chassis. Had that put on the truck. Bought a dumpster and started renting it out. Dumpster was rented the first day I got the truck back. And I remember it was $375 for the dumpster. He paid with a check, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was just happy to rent a dumpster, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. That I just spent, $20,000 on a lift, $5,000 on a truck, and I made $375. Woo-hoo. So I was excited, and I was like, wow, I rented the dumpster already. So put an order in for 2 more dumpsters. I said, if this one's always going to be out, it seems like, I might as well have 3. So I bought 2 more dumpsters. I had 3 dumpsters. They were always out. And I put a little ad on the internet saying, Craigslist, at Google and stuff like that. And it got really busy fast. I think it was because of Hurricane Sandy. Roofers were calling me left and right. They're like, finally, somebody, blah, 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 that has dumpsters. So we just started running dumpsters. They were always out, and had 3 dumpsters. Then we decided, you know what? I just bought 15 more. I said, you know what? If I need 3, I need 15, because I just that many calls. I mean, I was just fielding that many calls to where the dumpsters were always out. I was a little concerned because I had no yard. The place where I was dumping was nice enough to let me use part of their yard. It was kind of like a place where they all let all the different haulers use their yard. And so that was nice of them. Real nice family. I love working with that transfer station. Anyway, so it blossomed. So it went from starting a landscape company to renting out 1 dumpster to, having 100 cans. So now we have, I'm inside a 2016 cab over, and we have some brand new 347 Pete's 10-wheelers. We have 6-wheelers. Had a front load. We were going to start front load. We never did that, but that was another story. And that's about it. That's how we started the dumpster company, and why we started it, and why it was a mistake.